Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So first, this is going to be a ATC card. I'm going to give you a few tips, just a beginner. And this is using tags. I have many tags I have sitting around, and I got asked to do, like, what do I do with tags that I've made? Well, this is one of the things you can do. I'll have other videos coming up talking about like what else you can do with them, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to make an ATC card, and a lot of you also ask me, you say, oh, I already know how to make a background, what do I put on top? So I have these Tim Holtz little die cut figures of little people, and that's what I ended up using. This is just to give you an idea to what to use. So real quick, I want to say thank you to Sherry Rennie. She sent me a distress sprayer. She sent me mini misters and an ink pad. So I am so blessed. I was so excited the other day. I was having such a horrible day, and I came up and in the mail, I got these. So Sherry, thank you so very much for supporting me and my channel. I appreciate it. It will be used, and every bit of paint that goes on that distress sprayer will be in honor of you. Also, very quickly, I want to thank everybody who went over to check out my husband's channel, Dave's channel. He did his first acrylic painting, and he filmed it. He's been depressed lately, and I've been wanting him to get into painting to maybe help a little bit. And so your guys' support over there is just fantastic. Thank you guys so much. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you want to go see it, I will link it down below and at the end of the video, so you can go check him out for me. I'd appreciate it. He's going to be putting up another one in another day or so. So these are tags I made using Distress ink from Ranger. And I have a million sitting around. So I'm going to show you what I do. Now, I picked the best one, that I liked out of there for the color scheme I wanted, and I'm just going to carefully cut it out. ATC cards are 2.5 wide by 3.5 long all the time, every single time. A lot of these are made to trade. Some people sell them. It's up to you, and that kind of thing. So of course, I cut it crooked, even though I'm tracing, because it's just me. And I'm just, evening it out. I'm just explaining, this is what it is. I did do this in regular time, but then it's so windy here and the dog started barking like crazy. So I just figured I would do this. So these are the die cuts. And then I was deciding on what to do. I had a million ideas, but I thought, you know what? I want to use my Shrinky Dink and cut out a heart, which you're going to see in a second. Use alcohol ink, and then I want to have him kind of lean in on it. So you'll see what I did. Like I said, just ideas. If you have a die cutter, use that. If I wasn't so lazy today, I would have went and ripped out my die cut, which I think I'm going to do anyway. I'll have Dave get it out for me and just sit and cut a bunch of Shrinky Dinks out, because I had so many different ideas that I wanted to do, but I just stuck with a very simple one for this one. So I cut it out into a heart shape, and I decided, I'm kind of showing you, oh, he's a little spunky little one. He's Buster. I call him Buster, Baby Buster. If anybody familiar with who Baby Buster is, put it down below. And just kind of, like, oh, do I want her? Do I want them? Do I want him? And a lot of ideas. And with the older couple, I was like, I wanted to put like established in 1942, but I ended up just going with the little boy with the little hat, because he was just so cute. And I'm just using my glue stick today. I'm not going nuts. I am going to add some alcohol ink, and I add watermelon and sweet orange and a little bit of citrus. And I leave some empty spots, you'll see, and then I go back at the end and add a little bit of yellow, because it makes it a little bit, it mixes the colors and makes it transparent. Now, if you don't want the edges to go, like you're going to see mine go a little darker, of course, once you move it around and everything like that, just wipe them off and suck up that extra alcohol ink. You're going to see I make a mess. Bloody hands, I say. I know, ridiculous. But now I'm just going to hit it with my heat gun and shrink it down. You can put it in your toaster oven or whatever, the directions say. And I'm just heating it up. Doing my thing, doing my thing. Trying to turn it over, and then I was like, because I don't want it to touch and stick. But I lucked out, and I got lucky, and it worked out perfect. I love shrinky dinks. So many things you can do. So yeah, just blowing it out. And like I said, you'll see some blank spaces in there. So much fun to use just different things you have maybe in your stash that you haven't touched in a while. Like I haven't touched those little people, those little figures, nor my shrinky dinks. And you know, I love it. I love using my shrinky dinks. And I've been cleaning in my room, so I thought, you know what, let's play. Must be the resin, because I'm just loving playing with resin, and resin is such a long cure time, you know, 24 hours or whatever, and it drives me bananas. So now I'm just kind of showing you, you know, the yellow. See how it just kind of gives you that tie-dye looking look. And then I'm trying to decide how I'm going to put it on there, and you know, where I want it. And then I was like, it's too plain. Like, what else am I going to do? I love the background. It's such a bright background. Usually against, you know, kind of against what I usually do. So again, using my glue stick and deciding what side to put the glue stick on. Sticking it down, sticking it down. So yeah, and you're going to see. I love the little boy holding his little hand. He's so cute. I also like the two little girls too. I've done an ATC card a while ago with the two little girls. I really like them. If I remember and can find it, I will link it at the end of this video and down below as well. All you have to do is click that description down there. So now I'm like, oh, if I put him like that, he's standing in the air. And sometimes Kelly does that kind of stuff. But today I'm like, oh, he needs a nice little cute field of flowers. So what am I doing right now? I'm looking for my paint probably. So I grabbed my, it is called, what is it? Jade. First I use jade. I go in with my jade and it's a little too light. So then I go grab my classic green. All folk art, of course. And I'm deciding, like, on the hill, where is it going to go? What's it going to do? And I decide the hill's too high, so I just kind of mark it so I can go in with my dark green, which obviously I'm off a little bit, but I'm wetting my paper towel or wash rag, whatever I'm using, my paint rag, and wiping it off so it goes back to the, you know, the background, which is, you know, as long as your paint's not cured, you can wipe that off. It's acrylic. Laying it where I want it and going in and then marking it a little bit better. And like I said, this color is beautiful, but it's a little bit too light. So filling it in is my background. Now, usually I'll do dark to light when I'm doing this kind of thing because it gives it more depth, but I just play with it and it worked out fine. In life, it looks really good. I love the background. I love the flowers, which I might do this again in some form, some way. Now I'm just going in with my classic green and just kind of like smooshing it, you know, like tapping it in there. Tapping it down, dabbing it down for Angie. And then going in with a little bit more light to add more contrast. I gave it little bushes in the back, little hills, but then I cover it. Kind of like wildflower mounds, right? Oh, the medication's strong today, let me tell you. Yeah, so you'll see me putting some flowers down. And then I'm like, yep, liking it a little bit more. Deciding, do I want them like that? How do I want them? And then I'm going to take some of my apple red and my medium yellow, just a little squirts. Putting the lids on because you know me, it'll end up spilled everywhere. And then I'm just going to go on and dab, you know, the red and the apple red and the medium yellow, you're going to see. and just lightly dab it, like almost dry brush it on, but not dry brush, kind of dab. And I do it in layers, so you'll see it in a second. Just a little bit, just a little bit. And I just put it half and half the brush and then start dabbing it on. Lightly, you don't want to go too thick because then you'll just end up with blobs. Which you'll see I do, but I just go over and fix it. It's one of the funnest things to do because you really can make wildflowers so quick. Or any kind of flowers, really. I don't know why I'm saying wildflowers, because I think I'm ready for spring. So I'm going to wash off my brush and go in. And I want a little sun. You know, when we're little and we are in art class and we used to draw the sun in the corner, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do that today. I could have put a little sun in the background and built up back to front, you know what I mean? So the sun was in the back, but I thought I'm going to do this. Just what I felt like doing. But of course, you do whatever way you want. And then I'm going in more with the yellow. I'm going to put it all around. Knocking out some of that red to the back. And I like if there's a little red. I didn't dry any of this in between because I like the orange that it kind of makes as well. No, I'm just putting little sun rays because that's how we were taught when we were little. Dabbing more. Dab, dab. Dabbing on the flowers. I was singing all through this too. And after I realized I was singing and doing, I was like, oh, I'm going to get copywritten. So now I'm just dabbing it all on again. And I was really happy with the way it came out. I took some of my treasure gold, but of course you can use your metallic gold or whatever you have just to outline a little bit of the heart. And I don't know, kind of just give it a little pizzazz. Nothing too, too fancy. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I wrote Be Mine on it, which you could write whatever you want. And kind of did the thing, Came out so cute. I was happy with it. So thank you very much for watching. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. You guys are such a blessing to me. Just thank you. Thank you so much. So grateful. I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic day today, and the weekend's coming up, and I hope you have beautiful weather and you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I will see you guys in my next video. Again, thank you. I'm just going in with a black permanent marker to write Be Mine, but again, do whatever you want. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.